I mean, I could have failed, but I was like, I can't do that. I can't come in as the new character and then just be the weakest link.
I'm trying a few new things today.
First thing is new studio, but not new movement. We're doing a Pilates studio, which actually I've never done the machine that is at this studio. So I downloaded ClassPass. It's called Pilates Infusion. I had a couple of credits available, and now I gotta go. I don't know what to wear to this class. I don't know if I'm supposed to have grip socks. It's 4:09 right now. My class is at 6:30. And before we go in, I'm just gonna research a little bit of it with the help of my lovely ChatGPT. I will say I am losing steam. Gist? J-I? No? G-I? We don't call it gist. I'm trying to get work done, but I'm also getting all my text coming through. And I made these cookies today, topped with edible gold. I call them my happy thought cookies. There's a happy thought in every scoop. And I was supposed to have one of the meeting that got canceled. I was gonna bring those cookies. And so now I have extra. And so I was just trying to pawn them off to my friend. And they were like training for a 100-mile race, like running, all power to them. But they're like trying to say no. And these ones specifically are my abundance cookies because as I was making them, I got some really great news. So I feel like that happiness and like good intention was also put into the scoops of cookies. So I laughed at that because how do you say no to that? I mean, they just did, but like, how do you say no? I'm still gonna bring one, but I'm bringing one for after the race. So after he's done, because he said when he's done with the race, then he'll have all the snacks. I definitely didn't think this entirely through because it's only 5:45. I'm exhausted and my class doesn't start for another 45 minutes. I think it'll be best to just get out of my house, drive over, and it's better to be early, especially to a first class than late. Fit. We're staying super, super casual. Mostly because I just don't want to go change and I don't want to have to add more to my laundry pile. Bike shorts. This is an H&M shirt. I probably got it for like $5. Well, I'm glad I left early. It's in this weird white building and I don't see any signs. I missed the turn the first time, so then I had to go around the block. It is now probably 6:18, so I have just about 10 minutes to figure out what I'm doing. I am not enjoying my experience so far. Oh wait, no, I think I found it, but also this is a no. I tried to not care about recording, and then someone was like, "Are you lost? Do you need help?" So now I gotta go back to Sneakyville. Thank you so much.
On one blue spring, so I think we're...
In this class, you can expect to see traditional Pilates movements with modern fitness techniques. Some of the key exercises that will likely be in your class will be the 100, roll-ups, leg circles, plank to pikes, Pilates push-ups, teaser, bridge, and more. I am now basically in like a Wendy's parking lot. There's just a few things that I want to jot down before I forget, and now I totally see a security camera that is just like glaring at me. Awkward. But it's fine, we're not doing anything wrong. I'm just in a parking lot. First of all, this was a very, very small class. There was only 3 people taking the class and 1 instructor, but there were only 2, 3, 4, 5 machines to work on. I'm not gonna gatekeep. Hot girls don't gatekeep. This is a great studio, and I could see myself coming back here and then getting very annoyed if I can't get my spot in class because there are only 5 open spots. So I could see myself kind of falling into that like sharky mentality and like getting my spot. But I loved it. My instructor was wonderful. You do fill out like the small waiver form as soon as you walk in. Basically just jot down like whether or not you have experience in Pilates before. That was my first time on that machine, but I had done reformer Pilates. You can check out my transform review because I did the reformer machine with transform. I did like the way that this class was structured. Music was played very quietly. They played Goodbye Blue Sky, which is my favorite Pink Floyd song. It's always nice to like get a song that you love. My instructor gave me corrections when I needed it, which was great and helpful. And I do feel like I need to go to a chiropractor because one side of me is definitely weaker. Overall, I feel like since I've been consistent in my exercise, I was able to do pretty well, but there was an inner thigh circle move. I was not able to capture it, but holy inner thighs. I was shaking and she was like, you have to go all the way down. So you're holding this little circle thing in between your legs, right? So your legs are going up and like you're laying down flat. Your legs go up and you're holding the circle thing, and then you go all the way down, and you go up and you go down. And she was like, you have to go all the way down. And I was like, if I go all the way down, like my legs are going to release this springy circle thing. And I don't love that look for me. So there was a point where I was like, I don't know if I can do this. But I loved it. Like, I would want to go back, and I would like to see how my strength would improve the more I go. I did go to a class this morning, just like a quick little cardio class, and there was a guy that was next to me, and his name was Mark. And again, at this class, there's a guy who's next to me, and his name was Mark. My dad's name was Mark, and it makes my heart smile a little bit to think like my dad is like with me. He passed away in 2009. I was definitely like a daddy's girl. And so to get like those little reminders of his name like come up, I don't know, it was sweet. It was just like a nice moment. So it's sometimes scary. I guess scary because like I'm scared of like embarrassing myself to like try something new, go to a new place, like risk looking ridiculous. But then I get like those little reminders that it's like, first of all, life is short. It's like enjoy where you're at. And yeah, that was like a nice little surprise. I will also mention how lovely it was. When I left this class, my instructor said, "Thank you so much for coming. It was wonderful to meet you." That was it. She did not try to sell me on a package, any sort of buy one, get one class offers. It was just, thank you for coming. Bye. Anyway, I am now going to go home. We're going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for coming with me to this class. I am so excited to start doing the diamond reviews again. I love trying new places, trying new forms of movement, even if it's like stuff that I've done before. It's just fun, and it's great to like get me out of the house. Like, I leave in such a better mood. I did not want to go, but look at me now. You were there. You were with me. You witnessed it. Oh my god. I was wearing a pimple patch the whole time too. Have a look. If you have any suggestions of what to try next, let a girl know.
Let's jump into the diamond review. Cost. Drop-in class prices are going to be $37 per class. Unlimited Pilates and sculpting membership month to month, private Pilates. You can book one singular private session or a single semi-private. But also be sure if you have ClassPass to keep your eye out, because that's how I found them, and I booked them on ClassPass for 2 credits. Should have been illegal. Now let's talk coaching. There are 4 coaches that work at Pilates Infusion. All the instructors come from very unique and experienced backgrounds of training. Rhonda is trained in Reformer, Matt, Cadillac, which they had to rename, so it's not technically called that. I am incorrect. But I'm also not being paid for this, so I can't be sued for that, right? Ooh. Anywho, jump board and injury and special populations with STOTT Pilates. And because of the size of the class, there are no microphones, but the instructors are not yelling over the music ever, which is one of my like least favorite things sometimes, is like being yelled at. And some people, that's their bread and butter. If that's your bread and butter, you're not gonna love it here, because they're not gonna yell at you. They're going to guide you through the movements and take you through the class. Alice is bringing a law degree and a career as an employment defense attorney to her Balanced Bodies Pilates training. She was cool. I liked her. That was my instructor. Moving on. Convenience. It was a little inconvenient to find, and maybe I just like am bad at reading my map. But once you found the building, it is relatively convenient. You have parking available, you don't have to pay for it. They have all the equipment that you need. You don't have to buy grip socks, so you aren't gonna be forced into that. There are going to be a variety of class times offered throughout the week. So if you're looking for a morning class, midday, or evening class, you can be sure to find it here. The 4th C. Community. The community here was great. I mean, I only did go to 1 class. I met 4 people. I will likely go again, but I loved the small, intimate setting that this Pilates studio had to offer. There was more room for personalized instruction, and then also like the people in the class just kind of bantered in between moves, which was fun. We were all struggling with it together, because there were some moments that I was like, I cannot be the newbie and I mean, I could have failed, but I was like, I can't do that. I can't come in as the new character and then be the weakest link. You're only as strong as your weakest link. I had to keep up with them. To hear everybody else like moan and groan or say something silly just made the whole experience more fun. That's the 4 C's. If you decide to try Pilates Infusion in Denver, let me know what you think. I had a wonderful time, so hopefully you can take something away from this video, whether you try it here or maybe try another Pilates class around your area. It's up to you. And my camera's gonna die, so
Bye. I'll see you for our next fitness review.